Hey everyone, James Reeves, TFBTV. Welcome to SHOT Show 2025. I'm here with my buddy Rich Angstadt. Rich, always coming up with really neat, really cool, innovative stuff. We have a new line of suppressors. It's funny, they immediately caught Ryan's eye. He didn't even realize we were at the Angstadt booth. And he's like, damn, those look cool, man. What are we looking at, Rich?
Yeah, so this is our Reticent line of 100% grade 5 titanium 3D printed suppressors.
Reticent, that's cute. I like that.
You like that? And for the people that know what it means, right?
Yeah.
Quiet. So
Yeah.
our goal for these suppressors, right? When you think about suppressors, where the market is right now, people tend to go down two paths, right? Reduced back pressure or quiet, right? And so for us, what we want to do with this is make an incredibly quiet suppressor, but we really focused on tone because we found in our testing when people rate suppressors how quiet, what they're actually referring to is the frequency. So the lower wave frequency is a lot more pleasing to the ear. So really we dialed it in to where these just sound incredible to the shooter, and that was our goal with it.
That's very interesting because we actually did a blind taste test at Silencer Co. a few years ago. Me, Ryan, a couple of TFB guys, and we were shooting two identical suppressors on two different platforms, and it was amazing that no one could tell the difference, even though one of them was about 5 decibels quieter. No one could tell the difference. We had no idea. So it's funny you mentioned that because now that kind of makes sense.
It's all tone when it comes to it. Really, they say the human ear is like 2 to 3 decibels. You can hear the difference. But when you're shooting and it's that loud, it really is more like about 5 decibels. So,
Interesting.
yeah, we wanted to focus on, because you know how some suppressors, when you shoot them, they could be tingy or something, and it just creates that frequency that's not as pleasing. So again, our goal with that is to make caliber-specific cans that just sound incredible and have that really rich sound to them. That tone.
Yeah, I'm all about pleasing frequencies. So talk to me about the manufacturer. What are these made out of?
Yep, so 100% grade 5 titanium on all of them, and that doesn't matter the caliber you get it, and that's really to keep it incredibly light. So the suppressors are going to run for about 6.5 ounces for the shorter ones, and then the full size are going to be about an ounce heavier on it.
That's incredibly light. But when I talk about titanium, which I love, I prefer 100% titanium cans. However, you typically have full auto restrictions. You typically have barrel length restrictions because titanium, you have heat erosion issues. What are we talking about with these? The usual stipulations, as we say in the legal
stipulations, in the sense they're full auto. And now there's full auto cans that are out there that are titanium. Again, they're not going to hold up to a belt fed. You're running into the thermal limit of the metal, right? So for anybody, and I always say for most people, I would go titanium, because to go full auto, you're going to go into an Inconel or a Haynes, and you're going to be so much heavier, and you're hanging that in the front of your rifle. There's going to be no barrel restrictions on the caliber. It's just, it wouldn't be full auto. Now, could you run a couple mags through it and it would be fine? Of course, but for us as a manufacturer, we just say it's titanium, so it's not full auto. Right?
I mean, it's not Angstadt, it's titanium. It's the metal itself. Yes. There's very little you can do with a 100% titanium can without running into heat erosion issues. Barrel length. Am I okay with any barrel length on this?
Yep, so we're going to publish all that data really soon. We're finalizing some of that information, but no barrel length restrictions.
That's very cool. Mounting options. Did you mention these are hub compatible, right?
Hub compatible, so it's going to come with a nice direct thread mount on the back. Depending on what caliber you get, it's going to be different, but you can swap that out and it's going to be compatible with pretty much anything that's out there.
I hate to do this real journalism while we're here at SHOT Show, but in your personal opinion, what would be the mount that you would go with and why?
I would go with the included direct thread mount. So you can see we have it up here on this MDP because it's incredibly low profile. And so for most people, again, if you're going to put it on a dedicated rifle, as long as you cinch it down, it's not going to move. Obviously, some people want to go to a QD if they've got multiple rifles. Typically, I go with a nice direct thread mount.
Okay. Calibers, what are these going to come in?
Yep, so it's going to have a 5.56 caliber. It's going to have a 360 and a 360L. So if you're going to do larger 30 calibers or 9 mil, you'd want to get that. And then we're going to have a 7.62 would be your dedicated 300 blackout caliber in there. And so 4 offerings.
Okay. Are those going to be in different sizes, like different lengths? Like you're going to do a K can, an L can, anything like that?
So no K can. Again, one of the first requirements was it's got to be really quiet. And that's where you're going to sacrifice with the K can. So we want the standard size of 5.56, the 360, and there's also a 360L, and the difference is about 1.5 inches. And then the 7.62 is also the longer variation on it.
If you could only go with one of these cans, which one would you go with and why?
So I would go with the 360L. This is the 360 that's on the MDP right now. This would be perfect if you're somebody who likes to shoot suppressed handgun, like in a 9 mil. I typically don't. If I'm going to shoot a suppressed handgun, it's probably a 45 or a 22. And so I would go a little bit longer, an inch and a half. It's only an ounce heavier, and you're getting just a lot more reduction in sound when you run it on a PCC. And of course, I'm the PCC guy, so.
Yeah, sure. Am I going to be able to run this on a handgun? I mean, I imagine you're not going to be packaging it with Nielsen devices, or are you?
We're not going to package it with Nielsen devices, but obviously if it's hub compatible, you could swap that out easily and run it.
Right, sure. Pricing, availability.
Yeah, so availability, it's going to be late Q1 exclusively through Silencer Shop. Excited about that. And pricing is going to be $795, regardless of the size or the caliber.
Oh, okay. Well, that's very simple and actually quite reasonable for a 100% titanium can. So, Rich?
I think so.
Yeah, I think that's awesome, man. Congratulations.
Appreciate it.
Guys, thanks a ton for watching. Make sure you subscribe and stay tuned for more TFBTV at SHOT Show 2025.